Hi there, how are you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're great because I am. Today, I am here with a special guest. Guys, meet Chino. He wants to introduce himself, it seems. This is his first time on camera, so be nice to him. And today, I'm going to talk about how I used to hate my name. So a couple of days ago, I saw this reel on Instagram, and it was about the experience of having an uncommon name and people fighting to pronounce it correctly, having to constantly correct people, and also having people minimize you and your identity by trying to give you a name that is simpler for them, even though that's not your name. It was just a joking reel, and I shared it on my stories because I relate to that experience. Although I don't think my name is that uncommon or hard to say, I still have a lifetime of experience of having to correct people about it. And in my childhood, that always put me in a sort of uncomfortable place because that would make me feel singled out, and it would make me feel like I didn't belong. And I didn't want that. I didn't want to stand out. I wanted to blend in with the rest of the people. I wanted to feel like I belonged. Of course, that need was created from experiences that made me adopt this subconscious belief that I shouldn't stand out, such as being singled out for particular traits or being invalidated in my unique perspectives, opinions, or feelings. I grew up with the connotation that unique equals bad, and standing out is the last thing you want to do. And a lot of us shared those beliefs actually, and a lot of times well into adulthood. So for the longest time, I held a deep hatred for my name, for every time someone mispronounced it, even for my parents giving me such a name and choosing such a spelling for it. I associated standing out with being less than a normal person, whatever that even is. It was only when I discovered inner child healing that I was able to change that. I realized it was possible to still provide myself with the emotional and mental support I needed and didn't get in my upbringing, even as an adult, because that child still resides in you. It never went away. You just build layers on top of it as you grew and as you had more experiences. It was in healing my inner child that I realized how I had inherited the fear of being seen or heard. I was always a very vocal child. My mom always tells me that I used to speak a lot. I used to speak so much, and I was very opinionated about everything, very curious about everything. I was also very sociable, but because of those learned self-limiting beliefs, I became a more quiet and reserved person. It was only in healing and reconnecting with that inner child that I learned that I do have knowledge and insights worth sharing, and the people who want to hear it do exist. I actually first started creating content as an act of self-service towards myself, so I could become comfortable with being seen and heard, and so I could unlearn this self-limiting belief that I wasn't worthy of that and that I couldn't stand out in any way. By actively challenging these beliefs and running the opposite way of what my ego would tell me about myself, about my capabilities, and about my limitations, I realized my voice, what I have to share, and what makes me even worth the listen are the unique qualities that I spent so much of my life trying to run away from and trying to repress. My purpose lied in my unique experience, perspectives, way of speaking about them. We all have that in our own way. We all have our version of that. So why should we keep trying to average ourselves in every way possible? Acceptance and belonging are good, even necessary, but your well-being also thrives on expressing itself and you expressing your individuality, even if within a community. We need to realize that we can be in community, in society, and still be individuals and be accepted. Realizing our uniqueness, holds stories to tell, and experience to share allowed me to shift my perspective on my very existence in this world. And where I once hated my name, you're standing out. One day I realized that that is my door in. I realized my name is a conversation starter. Most of the things we hate about ourselves because they make us stand out are precisely our doorways in the goals that we are pursuing. And that's exactly why you shouldn't always strive to belong, because you may be tossing out your doorway for a fear of being seen that is just holding you back. So yeah, this was a shorter video, but I hope it still reached you nonetheless, especially if you needed a reminder that embracing our uniqueness can be a way forward. So let me know if this spoke to you, if you've ever experienced it, if you resonated with it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Say bye, Tino.